Antidote, which is a 2021 film. So, pretty modern. Um, it's pretty much about a young woman is held captive in an underground medical facility where selected individuals are pretty much used as guinea pigs for a secret medical antidote. Um, so yeah, pretty much that's the film in a nutshell. The film opens up with her complaining about stomach pains, and then she goes to the hospital. They have to put her under, and she wakes up in this room with no windows and is handcuffed to the bed, and she starts to see weird stuff in this hospital. So that's the film. I will say, overall, don't really want to spoil it this time. Um, but I thought the twist in this film was pretty good. I know it's probably been done in other movies, and sure, but this one I thought was, you know, at first I thought it was gonna be your typical slasher, creepy hospital uh staff and pretty much experimenting on patients, and then they kill them off one by one. Not real. I mean, it's sort of like that, but it's not a slasher at all. Um, it's more. I mean, it's a horror film for sure. It's a thriller horror. Um, it is a bit psychological. Um, I mean, with the main character, um, Sharon. Um, I liked her character. That she was tough. She tried to fight her way out, and of course, it didn't work out in spots. But um, it's directed by Peter Dazin Dasin Daskaloff. Um, but the main actress, Ashlyn Yenny, she was in that movie Human Centipede, which I am not a fan of. I think that movie's dumb. I thought she did better here. I don't know if I would have to watch that movie to see if she's any good in that. I thought she was really good in this one anyway. Production, you know, design's really good. Um, budget. This is a pretty low budget film, but really good. Is really good for our lead. And I mean, doctor, nurse, whatever you want to call him, he's very proper, very. I don't know how to describe him. He's like really creepy. Um, he's very polite, but you can tell like that he's off a bit. It's almost like he gets off on um, torturing these people in a way, but not really. Um, but yeah, like the movie, it felt a bit long. If that's a negative, I will say that. Um, and I don't know if maybe you can tell where this movie goes in the third act or before the third act. Um, like midway through, there's some dialogue back and forth. There is one character I didn't like, Cassandra, who they do stuff to her, and she kind of deserves a bit of it because cause like pretty much the movie it tries to do character development as well a bit, and she's one of those extreme caring animal lovers, which is I love animals, but you know what? I'm not so in love with them to murder like human beings over them. Because like pretty much what happens with her backstory was that she was trying to save these animals at a farm, and I guess she decided to burn the farm, so I don't do that again. But she also decided to burn down the farm with the farmer and his wife in their house, and she knew they were in there, which is what she even says. She's like, I knew they were in there, but I didn't care. I knew it was wrong, but I did it anyway. I'm like, I can't really care for her because, like, she murdered well, to me, innocent people. Because she's like, how dare they use animal fur? How dare they kill animals for their fur? I'm gonna burn them alive. And then what happens? She starts to, because pretty much, at first they're told, like, this antidote that they're given, or why they're at this hospital is because, they rip out their tongue and then their tongue grows back after they take this antidote. They cut somebody's leg off, it regrows back, or they literally neuter a man and he regrows that back. I don't know if that's painful to grow that back, but I assume. But yeah, I liked her lead, and even the ending I thought was really interesting. It didn't leave off on a jump scare, or it didn't leave off for a sequel or anything. But it was a very interesting twist, I will say. I didn't see that coming. I'm so used to, like, these hospital horror films where, young teens or whatever, or young folks are going here and then they're being killed off one by one by these crazy doctor folks or whatever. There's, like, a lot of those movies, but this one was different. At first, it was interesting with her waking up in this hospital and crazy, creepy doctor. And then you find out stuff about him. And he's not really aggressive or anything like that, which is really interesting. Like, he never is really physical with the patients. If anything, he has the other doctors or nurses deal with the patients. He reminds me of, like, that evil doctor in Hellraiser 2. Dr. Zenard, or whatever his name was. He reminded me of him, where he was very calm and collected, proper. But you can tell he was a bit off. And I love even the dialogue where there's a scene where, like, the character Sharon, where, like, when she first gets in there, she's talking to him, and she's like, I don't belong here. Some of these people are off, and I don't belong here. So I don't know, like, the way she said it, I thought was funny. But yeah, I do. And I like the gore a lot. There's very few scenes. Like, there's some scenes of gore where, like, a guy gets his tongue ripped out. And I think that's really the only gore scene that I remember. I mean, there's, like, other scenes, but, like, they're not as memorable. Really, if anything, that's the most gory scene, unless you want to count the guy who gets his junk chopped off or whatever. We don't see it, we just see, like, what is implied. You see, like, his bloody gown. You get the gist, they did something to him. But, yeah, this one's on Tubi as well. If anybody's interested in watching it, I recommend it for sure. I wouldn't say it's anything amazing, but it was a decent watch. I guess I gotta admit that I actually liked the film. But yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Peace and love. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and notification bell so you know when I drop more content.